Oh,
Boop.
boop. Welcome.
Howdy.
Welcome to Reaper Errant on Reaper Miniatures. Thank you for being patient. That's me. You're hearing me twice, and my fault. So we were trying to get as many people in here as we could to talk, chat with you. And you can see that we're actually only one player down at the moment in the lower left-hand corner. Rhonda cannot make it tonight. Mr. Bobby Jackson is here, but he's conserving his bandwidth. And
Pugh could die at any moment.
That's horrible. Accurate.
Poor Pugh.
Yes. So I want to say thank you to Reaper, as always, for this awesome game we get to play and putting this on the channel for everybody to enjoy. I also want to say thank you to Sirenscape for background ambient music, some of which you will hear this evening. And thank you to Mrs. McSpath, who is our technical director this evening. And then, my name is Frank. I will be DMing. I would like to give the players a chance to introduce themselves and the characters that they will be playing. Bobby, how are you? You up to introducing yourself?
I am, right as you can hear me.
Yeah.
I'm Bobby Jackson. I play the mighty and indomitable Pugh, the gnome bard, armed with my trusty, well, now war harp and positive mental attitude. In spite of technical difficulties, my positive mental attitude is being maintained.
I can't see you, but I can hear you. I can hear it.
Yes.
We can feel the positive mental attitude.
Feel it.
Yeah.
Very good. They're very positive.
Thank you, Bobby, for working through it too, because I miss everybody when they're not here.
Yeah. Thanks, Bobby, for pushing through.
And Gene.
Hi, my name's Gene Van Horn. I'll be playing Gooseneck, the lizard man barbarian, and I will shortly be sporting a brand new set of Crabman armor. So I can't wait to test that out.
That's right. That's right. That's some serious stuff. Jason.
I'm Jason Wiebe. I'll be playing Corncob Thunderbludgeon, a dwarven mountain cleric, and he's going to attempt to take a interdimensional dumpster phoenix and reduce it to a mere goat rodeo.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
I'm not.
Michael.
Hi, I'm Michael, and I will be playing Abran, the wood elf archer, the totally abominable, negative mental attitude, sarcastic, yet here to have a good time.
Rhonda is not here this evening. Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm playing Kay Nimblewit, a human rogue.
Yes. And if you don't know, Jen puts out a blog, and Kay's journal is it? I guess I don't know if it's a blog, but Kay's journal is.
It's fantastic.
It is fantastic. If you ever want to get that rundown before the show, or afterwards at any time, it's there. And if you had read it, you would know that they went out to what was a derelict ship that was towed in, and had questionable creatures on it. When they went out to investigate, they found it had harpies, which they fended off rather easily, although one small loose end might be there. And then there was trailing along, snipping at the chummed, I guess, with sailor waters. It's a horrible thing, but there was a crab, giant bipedal crab that was kind of a tough challenge. And that's the crab armor we're talking about, as they
Ended up being a crab dinner.
Yeah.
And that's like crab rangoon.
It was a tough challenge.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
He is now armor and a dinner.
Actually, is there a proficiency check or anything you have to make? Because I know you're messing with this gooseneck. What did you want to try to create out of the crab carapace?
Well, my let's see here. Where is it? hang on. Is it an ad? I am a clan crab. No, let's see here. Is it in features and traits?
Yeah,
I think so.
just take it to Crab Crafters.
I think it's part of your lizard folk. I think we'll find it under the racial section.
I can't find it. Well, anyway, I'm good at creating weapons and armor out of bones and other sorts of bits and pieces. I also have woodworking skills, and I have all the tools to make natural armor and make wooden things. So I would like to make a little bit of armor if I can with
Yeah.
this carapace that we pulled off. Because when we were fighting him, he was super tough. He didn't seem to take any damage, hardly.
Yeah. So, what when you say a little bit of armor, are you looking for a shield?
Well, I have a
pauldrons,
fancy floating shield already,
Yeah.
so I was thinking maybe
Codpiece.
some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
codpiece, breastplate, greaves, pauldrons.
Yeah, I was thinking. Well, depending on how much, I don't know how much of this is
Huge amount of
usable
armor.
or unusable, and but yeah, something to help boost my armor class if I can, if it's possible.
Okay.
Which I know I have like a 13 armor class just without armor. Natural
Yeah,
armor.
I get that.
Make a proficiency
13
check.
plus my dexterity. But I can't find my racial traits. Here we go. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Fight, cunning.
Might be
As
under
part of your short
features and
rest,
traits, Nick.
you can create a shield, club, javelin, darts, blowgun, needles, or materials from slain creatures. Now, I thought, wait a minute. Let's see here.
Uh-oh. Sounds like shield, but not actual armor. Or darts or blowguns. I mean, those are handy. They're not useless items.
Okay. Well,
Let me translate
Hell,
for
I'd
Frank.
take a shield
Those-
if you want to give me a shield.
yeah. Let's go ahead and.
Yeah.
I guess let's go ahead and make a shield out of it.
You should make at least a couple if you got enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's make some shields, and anybody that needs a shield or wants a shield, they can have it. Because I have a fancy shield already, so I'm assuming
gotta be
it's
one
not
of those-
going to.
That'd be one of those cheap seashell places here in town. You could probably sell it as a curio.
Right. That's
At
awesome.
the least. Make a proficiency check.
Okay.
Proficiency.
Proficiency of.
So basically, you roll
What am
your
I rolling
d20
against?
and add your proficiency modifier to it.
It's next to your walking
okay.
speed.
Got it. Okay. Proficiency. Let's see here. 3 plus 3. Total of 6. My dice are cold tonight.
Okay. You need to warm those up. But so the first shield you produce, you're getting used to the curvature and
Pretty bad.
It is pretty bad. Probably do.
Sell it to the tourists.
Give it to Pugh.
It maybe is a good tourist shield, but I wouldn't use it to protect yourself.
Next.
All right. Let's try again.
Yeah, for your next piece. And
Hang it
I'll
on the
say you
wall
got-
over
you
the
got
fireplace at the
Enough
blood
carapace to make 3 good. Enough material for 3.
Okay. Well, that was a 1.
Oh, that means You broke your tools.
No, it's well,
That was a grand total of 4.
wouldn't be so.
I got one more.
horribly
Last
harsh.
one. Here we go.
Yeah, you
All
got
right,
it. Third
all right.
time.
11 plus 3, so 14. Does that make a decent shield?
Yeah, so you got it.
All right.
You got a
Yay.
decent shield.
Woo.
Thank you, El Lagarto, for such wonderful work.
Yeah.
El Lagarto's shield work needs some time to mature.
I think 1 out of 3 is pretty good for the first shield. I mean,
Yeah, it's not bad.
So, what sort of properties does the shield have?
Well, I mean, you'll have to sort of wield
Test
it, but
Wield
for the
it?
at the bare minimum, it is a normal functioning shield. So +2 to the wielder's AC, if you're proficient with shields.
Okay.
Such. So
Um,
that's at a minimum, but it is, the carapace had some effects. You assume that it's going to have some benefits against lightning based on the attacks you made against them and what you saw happen.
Does it smell anymore?
I don't
yeah,
know.
it smells like crab.
I'm not sure Gooseneck cares much about getting rid of the smell.
Smells like the seed. Tasty to me. All right, so corncob or Kay or Abran,
first of all, does
need a
anybody
shield,
not
or-
have a shield?
Yeah.
that can use
I
one?
don't,
Usual?
but I don't think I'm proficient in shields since I'm a ranger. I don't know. Frank,
I'm pretty sure you're proficient with a shield. You just couldn't use it with two-handed weapons like a bow, right?
could you say that again? My headset went wonky there for a second.
So while you're using a two-handed weapon, you wouldn't be able to employ the shield.
Yeah.
A bow is a two-handed weapon, for example, and I know
Yeah.
you love your bow.
I love my bow.
So you can use it. You can just strap it to your back. You'll have a nice little fishy reminder back there, and then pull it out when you feel necessary. That's an option.
I will graciously accept the gift from my fine companion.
Beautiful.
Hey, and it's supposed to have some lightning protection properties too.
I might have to trade you at some point when I get my my whole thing together, with the otter pants and the crab shield.
Yeah, Aquadorf.
But for now, I got
might
a serviceable shield.
Otter pants with a crab shield. You're going to have quite a look, Corncob. This is hell.
I just need that ring of water breathing, and I'll be fine.
Yeah,
So-
I want my ring of fireballs. I'm still waiting on that.
You got a ship out of this that you
Well,
have put up
I got
for
a ring
sale.
of fireballs if you want to.
Oh,
Great.
I'll take it. Okay, I'll give you. Oh, sorry,
Just
Frank.
kidding.
Hey, let's hear about the ship
Never
we're going
mind.
to sell and get rich with.
Okay.
Well-
Made out of a gum wrapper.
Sorry, I remember those rings. Yeah, it's sort of a not commission, but a consignment type piece. They're holding it in the harbor. They will do a little bit of the footwork for advertising it if someone's looking for a ship, and they will notify you when it's sold. That is, to my knowledge, where you're leaving it for the moment.
Do we know what we are
Sounds good.
expecting to get out of this ship?
They said they could probably sell it for around like 650 to 750 gold, somewhere in that range, and then they would take a cut and give you the rest.
Huh.
Not a
I
large
think,
amount.
with this water elemental thing, we might be able to do a whole salvage operation.
That's possible. You went back. That was pretty much a full day's adventure. You had your wonderful crab meal, and you made your crab shield. It's gonna go out on a limb, unless you would like to do something during the night, some sort of nightlife. We'll pick it up the next day.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm fine with
Sounds good.
resting.
Okay. So
Yeah.
in that case, you each, are you okay as well, Kay, with getting a rest in? No nightlife?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm still hurting a little bit from that crab man.
There was some.
Oh, you need some healing?
Well, I had gotten some healing, but I'm assuming
I,
a
I got
decent
more.
rest would. No. We'll
Well,
just do a
I'm
rest.
gonna rest. I might as well use it. I mean, it doesn't accumulate.
Okay.
Okay. Either way, heal me up there, Corncob.
All
Go
right.
for it. Let me get my Pizza Dungeon dice out because
Nobody else is hurt.
I think there
No.
was some. Well, was anybody?
Not a scratch.
Okay.
So take 13 back. Does that help?
Yeah,
That definitely helps.
puts me almost back up
All
to
right.
full.
I am
Thanks.
going to roll for your evening in your basically high tide line huts that are not attached to the inn, but just kind of at the top of these mud flats.
And so are we taking watches like we usually do?
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Let me get some passive.
Well, at least I am.
perceptions then.
I'll be awake third watch.
Pugil, and I know I always do this, but it helps for everybody there too. Pugil, what's your passive perception? Uh-oh.
I think we lost him.
We might have lost Pugil.
I'll ask him.
And when if you're hearing us, Pugil, when you come back, just let us know if I don't get it first. And then Gooseneck and Corncob, what are your passive perceptions?
14.
All right. Corncob?
14 as well.
Abran?
15.
Okay. And then Kay?
45.
22.
What was that again? Sorry.
22.
22. I knew it wasn't 45.
Might as
No,
well.
that's next level.
Yeah, that's precognitive at that point.
It's Kay is sharp. He knows how to observe.
Usual's having difficulties finding his chat sheet or his character sheet.
Oh, there he is.
Okay. Understandable.
Working on it.
All right.
Gnomes.
So let's see here. 22. Kay, do you take third watch? Which watch are you on?
I'll be on first watch tonight.
First watch. Okay. So first watch, it's a little rowdy downstairs. Nothing seems outside of normal. A lot of drinking, a lot of singing. A couple of ships came in, not the Swan, not the Silver Swan, so not the one you're waiting for. But there is some celebration, some things were delivered, offloaded, and they're taking a well-deserved respite. So it's a nice, lively environment, and if there is anything subtle going on, it masks it. But you think you could have picked it out if there was something slipping around in the darkness, and you didn't. It seemed like a very peaceful evening other than that to you. Okay. Second watch? Who's on?
It's usually me and Fathom.
Okay, yeah. That's perfectly fine. And then third watch, who's usually taking that?
Corncob takes third watch.
Yeah. Is it Corncob and Pugil first? Because first watch, don't you team up with Kay Abran?
I'm generally on first watch.
Okay. So same for you, Abran. The party kicked off. If you stay in your room, You just hear it kind of occasionally. Maybe some people spill out down the beach a little bit. Well, it's not really the beach, down the mud flats a little bit, and relieve themselves of too much alcohol. And then the sound ends up going away. So good for first watch, good for second watch. Third watch, it is extremely quiet, and the fog sort of rolls up densely,
Ooh.
deadening all the sound. You hear every single bit of the ocean as it moves sounds like it's being muffled by a thick blanket or pillow, perhaps. However, you're pretty sure that you also heard at one point the sound of iron squealing in an unusually loud sort of fashion.
So this
I'm
is
sorry,
corncob
iron
and usual.
doing what?
Yeah, this is third watch corncob. It sounded
Iron
like
wheeling?
Usual said his passive perception is 11.
11. Okay. So iron squealing, like it's either being rent or scraped across itself, like
being pulled against itself, or
yeah,
a hinge, or
it
what?
could be a hinge. A hinge
Okay.
also under stress. Yes.
Being as we're in a vacation spot, I'm sure that the people coming to empty the dumpster, it's probably 4:00 in the morning.
Yep.
It is. It's something like that. Yeah.
Are you going to investigate?
To hear that. You are.
I'll look out the window in the direction of the noise if I can identify direction.
Okay. Well, you heard it. You sort of go over to the window and you look out. What is your? Go ahead and make an active perception roll.
9. Not very good.
You want Pugh to roll?
Oh, 9 plus 4, 13.
13. Okay. And yes, I would like Pugh to roll as well, as assuming that he takes his cue from corncob and goes over to the window and look as well.
Have him roll through the app. We can see
What
it.
should I roll? Perception?
Perception, yes.
13.
All right.
I'm not sure what we're perceiving. I just managed to get back connected, so.
The squealing of iron.
Yep.
You're on third watch.
So
Are we still in the?
I'm looking out
in
the
worm?
window.
We're in
No,
the worm?
well, you're in
Yes.
your huts
Okay.
as part of the worm, yeah.
Okay.
So you both, it's not, you get the idea that it's actually far enough away that it might have come from beyond the mud flats. There's a little bit of a rocky area. There's a couple of rocky outcroppings. The mud worm itself is built on top of one, so it's got a good sturdy sort of foundation. And then there's one at the edge. It sort of goes, so if I'm looking at the way the town is designed, it goes, or built, laid out. There's the mud flats over here with a little bit of rock protruding here and there, large ones, of which the mud worm is built on one of those. And then over here, it gets a little bit rockier. There's a very, very, very tiny sand beach that is also a little bit heavy grain, and maybe some small pebbles. And then it sort of pulls up to rocky outcroppings and cliff, and it goes up, and it's almost a dividing area between Vin, where this point goes out that is kind of rocky. Before you get to that, just connected to this beach, there's another rock in the water, essentially. You both feel like that sound came from that general direction. There are no buildings over there. There could be something, but Not that you saw while you were out during the days.
So it's not anywhere near places we've been already, really.
Yeah, not really.
I'll ask Pujol if he can hear me what he thinks we should do, because I'm not overly compelled to wake everybody up and go see it.
I'll follow your lead.
Huh. Well, I'm supposed to be praying for spells, so I'm going to keep doing that.
Okay.
I'll keep an ear out in case I hear it get closer.
Would you
Maybe
like me
to
to
wake
go
the
out
rest
there
of
and
us up?
look?
And
I'll be glad to go look.
All right. If you want to, I'll boot El
Why don't you stay
Lagarto
there
and
and just
say,
do
we're
your
hearing
homework, and
something, but I'd like to finish praying for spells. So you can be our
Okay.
second set of ears.
I'll go with Pujol. We'll go investigate
Okay.
this rock
Yeah.
thing.
So Pugil and Gooseneck, you head out to this rocky outcropping, or this. It's actually it's not an outcropping. It is a rock in the bay, pretty much. So as you kind of get closer, you realize there's not a clear way for you to walk to it. There's some boats, some little. It's not too much of an oar rowing if you wanted to row out to it. It's maybe, I don't know, 200 or 300 yards at most.
I know somebody that can walk out there.
Boy, he's dangling that in front of you, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Lagarto could
Um,
swim out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can swim out there. The only problem is I won't have all my fancy shield. Okay. Usual, you want to hop in a boat real quick and we'll row out there?
sure.
I'm going to take Pujol and hop in a boat and we'll row out there.
All right. So you go out. You're looking for something. So make investigation rolls, both Gooseneck and Pugil. You kind of get to the rock. You kind of row around it. There is an area you could pull the rowboat up.
I got a 6.
Okay. Pugil,
16.
16. So just as you're kind of passing over an area, Gooseneck, Pugil, you see just the variation in the stone. It looks like a set of crude stairs almost. Your angle must have been different. You could see that there's in the stone a set of crude stairs, and as the boat begins to go by and you look up, you see just a hint of what you think might have been torchlight shining out from wherever these stairs lead.
Under the water or
this is into the rock. It's in the rock.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So it leads into a crevice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crevasse.
Typical cult headquarters.
Yeah.
Ah, excellent. And we heard the squealing of strained metal from this direction.
Yeah. And up this close, let me check your passives.
I'm
Yep.
11.
So you
14.
don't, Pugil, but as Pugil Gooseneck sort of looks over there and makes you aware that there's some stairs, sort of perks you up a little bit, and you hear from inside like this it reminds you of mining. Maybe you haven't done mining before, but as though someone has a pickaxe on stone.
I've lived with the clan crafter dwarf, so I'm very familiar with mining.
Okay. Then you definitely have recognized this sound.
Sounds like they're mining down there, Corncob.
Well, Corncob's back in the room.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant
Yeah,
Pugil.
my name's
I was looking
Pugil.
at you, Corncob. Sorry, Pugil.
Maybe I should maintain a vigilance here, and you go retrieve everybody else, and we can see what this surreptitious night mining is all about.
That sounds like a good
Ooh.
idea.
Okay.
So I will.
Yeah.
I'm a good and
Why don't
fast
people
swimmer,
do
so
their
I will.
mining during the daytime?
I'm gonna swim back and grab the rest of the party, and we're gonna
Head
come
out. Okay. Let me get your minis where you are. So Pugil's staying out there, but you're staying in
I actually hear a
the.
pug snoring off in the distance.
You're a pug snore.
I'm
I don't know if you
laying
guys
low.
are hearing it, but it's right down here by my feet.
I'm not hearing it, but that seems reasonable. Okay, so Gooseneck, I'm going to bring you all back just in the ship. You will all have a long rest. Pugil, you're
So
gonna
you
be
left
there a little
Pujol
while.
on the rock?
Yeah, I left him out there with the little dinghy we took out. I swam back.
Mick,
Oh,
can
you
free
swam
up
back,
camera one
okay.
for me?
I swam back to get you guys, and we'll have to find another little boat, which I'm sure shouldn't
Yeah.
be too hard.
Yeah, it's not too hard. In fact, I've put you on.
The intrepid Pujol is not worried.
Well, at least we'll have two boats there. One for us and one for all the treasure we're going to get.
All the fireball rings.
Yep.
Fireball rings. Who can forget? So you row the boats out there, and in the daylight, as you're approaching this rock, not 100% accurate of what that looks like. However,
Looks really cool to me.
Pujol's not in the boat.
Pugil's
Pugil is up on the stone already. He's out, right? Hiding. Or
Yes.
laying low? Laying low.
Laying low.
In the daylight, and also, I'll make an assumption because they were already starting their food and goods, but the full breakfast that is usually available in the mudworm, which you would have had to dig into, was not up and running yet. So you could have grabbed, if you wanted part of the free meal, you could have grabbed like hardtack or something on the way out that they would have provided for you, or you can just be eating off your own breakfast today. It doesn't really matter. Just some of you I know like your breakfast. You didn't get it.
gotta have a good breakfast to start the day.
Yeah, it's important.
Okay.
There must be some crab left over.
There is definitely some crab left over. But a lot of it they were making into crab cakes and other little goodies. Kay, as soon as the boat gets close, you can see that it looks like a chunk of wood has been peeled off of some other boat and is caught in some of the stone. And it's at an area where the water would typically have washed it away already. Make a survival check.
$16.
16. So you feel like this couldn't be that old necessarily. It has to have been fairly recent that this wood was left here, and whatever other rowboat or boat has been brought up has dropped somebody off and left or something. There's no boat in sight. There's also no no moorings, no. It's clearly not a place where people are supposed to be normally traversing.
Hey guys, check out that piece of wood on the rock. Looks like it got scraped off a boat pretty recently.
I wonder why why it would be there. Well, shall we?
Let's
Have we
investigate.
pulled up to? Yeah, have we pulled up to Pugil yet? Is he?
Pugil, do you want to be visible to them? You obviously are keeping watch, so you would see that they were coming out.
Yes, I'm not hiding from my own pals.
Okay. And you can see Pugil clearly where he is in the rocks, and probably at the base of the stairs that you were told about. It looks like the way in, or up, or something.
I'm not trying to sneak, but I am going to be aware that I don't want to make a lot of noise as we're making this transfer.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll tie off the boat.
I'd like
I'll
to get
wave
off the
to
boat.
Pujol.
Hey there, little buddy.
So
That's exactly what I didn't want to do.
I
What are
will
you doing?
say that the nature of this area, it was clear to you people don't typically go here. During the day, a boat moored out here is going to draw attention.
Since I'm a dwarf and I have various dwarven proficiencies, how usual is it to see the entrance of a mine shaft in a rock that's out in the water?
You wouldn't see that. I mean,
because I mean, it would seem like it might fill up a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't. It seems like it would be an unreasonable place to do any kind of mining at all for the sake of mining.
Do I think this construction is maybe fairly old then, or is it fairly new?
That's a great question. So, are you going to get off? I'm assuming you're going to get off the rock and look around a little bit. Give it some more. Look at the entrance.
Yes.
So before we do that, can we ask Pujol? Has he heard anything else other than the mining we were hearing originally?
So as soon as the sun began to peak up, the sun's not up yet, but on the horizon there is enough light now coming out. As soon as that began to happen, there was no more sounds from inside there, Pugil.
So it quit as soon as the sun started to come up?
As soon as the light started coming in, yes.
Let's go check it out. Why not? I went down the stairs of the ship. Let's go down where we need to go. Let's go check it out.
Let me figure out old or new first.
So Corncob, as you're looking around, it's fairly old. Most of any of the non-natural shapes that have been carved into the rocks are fairly old, and you see on the hints of these rocks that they've been worn very much over time, and you see some hints of some elven patterns. This might have originally been some sort of elven stonework, which is not.
I'll draw Abern's attention to the. Hey, I think this is your people here did this like a long time ago.
Can I do a perception check on it?
Yes. Or
see if I get anything. How about a 12?
12. You can barely make out. I mean, Corncob's very good with stone. You can see some just very light patterning that, it could be elven.
Yeah. Let's go down the hall.
How about one more question? Is it elven construction or is there a spiritual element to it?
Ooh, another good question.
Do you speak Elvish or Elven?
I do not.
You do not. Make a religion check.
Okay. 14.
It's hard to say, but it does look a little bit like it's also very old. But it could have had some sort of religious element attached to it. You're unsure though. However, as you kind of take in the whole thing, something does become apparent after you notice a little bit of water suddenly weeping out of the side, what looks like the side of the rock. And as you observe it, you see that this bit of rock that's hanging over was literally mounted there. It's natural rock. Between all of your perceptions, it would not be hard to figure this out, that you see like it's been pinned in place over grating. And the water coming out of it is a little foul smelling.
It's an elven sewage treatment plant.
It does have a little bit of a sewage smell to it, but it is also not exactly where the steps and the elven writing is. It's newer, but in a different location. Seems like something that maybe it is a little bit of a sewer outlet of some sorts that's newer, but this older elven stuff either was unnoticed or was built on top of or within or something.
Okay, one last question before we move. Is the tide coming in or going out?
That's an excellent question. Make a nature check. Anybody who's skilled with nature, proficient in nature.
Well, I am a cleric of nature. That's why I have a -1. I got a 10.
Okay, I missed that.
Nature boy Pugh better make this one.
17.
What am I rolling for?
So it's a nature check to know if the tides are coming in or going out, how much time you have, that sort of thing.
19.
Okay. So you feel like, so first, let me say, Abran, you feel like you've got some time, a pretty significant amount before the tide comes in. Pugh, you're sort of keyed in on it pretty well. You know you've probably got about 6 hours before the tide comes up.
Oh, wait. My proficiency is doubled when I'm in I'm a natural explorer.
This is your environment, yeah.
Yeah, so I said 17, so add 5 more, and that's 22.
Okay. So you
Sorry,
and Pugh
so we're even more sure that we have 6 hours.
Yeah, Pugil and you both.
6
hours.
hours
That gnome.
12
I don't want that
minutes,
gnome
32 seconds.
knowing what I don't know. Well, come on.
Well, I don't have to tell you guys why this is important.
Yes. The water comes in the hole.
Yes, and we're heading down, either up or something.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you pop in, I'm assuming, into the and
sure. We pop.
In you pop. Yeah, I assume you're walking.
Pugil went first.
Well, probably not. I think Abran and Corncob were the ones who really were.
Since he's gotten that harp, he's been really bold.
Yes.
I know Gooseneck is going to follow up the back. We'll go with the usual order.
Yeah. And I would like to. Is this describe our environment.
Exactly. So, as you come in, you realize that those stairs led up. There was a little hole that light could come out of. It did come in above. It looks like a somewhat recent breakthrough that wasn't there all along, but it came in above an entrance that you could force open. Was iron on hinges, and it definitely leads to a sewer.
Ooh, let's go.
However, so inside the sewer, it is not as bad as you would expect a sewer. It's actually almost a little bit of ocean is mixed in here. You suspect that the tide, you suspect that this sewer system does not drain properly. It's probably not hooked up to anything. You're not necessarily civil engineers, but it seems unlikely that this works appropriately. Although it is clear that it is also actually actively being used. So you don't know what this is attached to in town, but you know it's probably not good wherever it's attached to.
Someone took some ancient elven spiritual ruins and made a sewer out of them. Huh.
And so it's a little bit ocean smelling in here. And when you look around above, you can see that that's where it's broken through. Higher than the sewer is where those elven ruins would have been, or are, I guess you might say. This was built under them.
Is there a line? Does the tide come all the way up here then, since we've increased our elevation?
You feel like with waves that the tide would actually come into this from time to time. If this
does it fill it up, or does it?
It probably pushes about a foot of water in and backflows into the sewer here.
Okay.
So it's fairly dark in here.
Yeah, it's a little bit dark.
Okay. I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay.
I can't see in the dark.
All right. You do get your torch in and up.
We got to get you a glowing rock you can tape on your shield.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm.
And into the sewer a little bit. You can travel if you wish. I will also... Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm going to interrupt you. You're going to say something important.
I will also ask for some perception checks rather than passive perceptions at this point. You get in, you're probably immediately looking around. You can't roll lower than your passive, though.
I'd like to move forward.
Should we be checking for some traps?
Kay,
yeah.
What was your roll?
16, 21.
22.
Okay. And Abran, your passive,
21.
Or your perception roll? 21.
21.
Corncob.
Yeah.
Corncob gets a 20. Must have some coffee.
Wow. Gooseneck.
21.
Wow. Pugil.
We're all of a sudden very perceptive in the sewer.
Yeah. Sorry.
Apparently, I'm totally distracted by the seweriness. The nature boy rolls a 6.
Well, Pugil, for everybody else, this is just a foot of water, sewer water. For you, that could be a little disturbing. It's a little tall on you.
It's very unpleasant. It's hip deep.
Yeah, that's half your height almost.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'll carry Pugil. We'll put him in the little little
the Pugil pouch. Yeah.
Pugil pouch. The Bjorn.
Yeah. All right. So you've got him up with you then, Gooseneck. So get him above the water levels, which is great.
His little feet dangling, little feet kicking around.
You're traveling.
It's cute.
It is
Little middle finger pointing at you.
with all those incredibly high perception rolls, you see beneath the water in a couple places as you're moving and pushing through. There are areas where there was some sort of plant growth in the water, whether or not that was a skim of something over the top, but it's been torn away as though something waded through here not too long ago.
How big was the entrance? How big was the entrance we came through?
It was big enough for any of you, once you open the gate, to walk through standing.
All right. So, but not much bigger than that.
No.
Okay.
With my staff, I'm going to sweep it kind of back and forth in front of my feet. I'm assuming this isn't the most transparent water in front of us.
It is not. Okay, so you're actively sort of whoosh, whoosh, pushing
Yep.
through. Okay. All right.
Open to dissuade any poisonous sea serpents or aquatic mushroom kin or whatever the hell is going to get us.
You never know what's in a place like this.
I'm trying to think of what we've sculpted recently.
I mean, I use the old sculpts too from time to time.
Yeah, I know. That's what bothers me.
That's what bothers you.
Well, we know we can put most of the blame at your feet there, Jason. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can we? Is he responsible?
I don't think so. Bobby sculpted a lot of undersea stuff. Mermaids and mermen. And...
No. Gene and I only sculpt good guys.
Oh,
and mouse
I see how that goes. Yeah.
There might be some killer mouse
Marrow or just wonderful.
So
wonderful, lawful good critters.
It's dark. And as you sort of
look
head
at
up
that.
to a turn area.
It's a nice shot.
You're at the lead of this, kind of heading through the water. I'm going to put you up here, Abran. In the unpleasantness of the water. Sorry, I know that we're live here. I'm gonna raise this up. I think I can do it as delicately as I can. There you go.
That's cool.
That's
I'm waiting to see a giant 8-ball come rolling down.
Yeah. You got a Big
Lair.
Trouble in Little China vibe too. Kinda.
Oh yeah.
It cuts off a little to the left and continues straight. The way the things have been broken off bits of skim on top of the water, they definitely show that it's going to the left. But just as you were considering going that way, Abran, you clearly saw straight ahead of you, like we're looking out of the eyes of, some sort of movement that seemed to ripple the water surface and then not.
Seems like Star Wars.
Yep.
I make a motion silently. Hey, down there, moving around. But I'm gonna move forward a bit with my bow drawn.
Okay. Move in a little bit more. Bow drawn, cautious. I'm putting you basically 20 feet ahead of the others now at the moment.
Sure.
The water gets just a little bit deeper here, but not too much. It seems like
it's over a foot?
Yeah.
Like over a foot deep? Okay.
You're probably running 18 inches here.
All right.
And then levels out. It's like you step down into a connecting section.
I'm going to walk on top of the water at this point.
How far away is what? How far away is what Abran?
I have no idea.
How far away is what Abran saw from where we stepped down? I'm worried about. I'm worried about usual. So
20. Yeah, Pugil wouldn't be about 20 feet ahead of Corncob. You watched him sort of maybe 10 or 15 feet down, step a foot or just a foot or two forward from this curve where it kind of starts to go straight, and he's sunk in another 6 inches or so. But since then, he hasn't gone down anymore.
So I'm actually taller than the elf now.
So I guess
I'm
the
6'4".
big question,
Okay.
big question for me is, do I need to set him down to the side so he doesn't drown?
I mean, he could stand in this water. It's not that short. It'd be up to
6'2".
above his waist a little bit.
He's going to be sitting on your shoulders here pretty quick.
Well, I don't want to carry him into combat. That's the only thing.
He can fly.
If you throw him really hard, he flies.
Not well, like a bumblebee, right?
Yeah.
All right,
To be okay.
go ahead. I'm just going to hang back here a little bit.
Okay. So let's see. You're coming through.
I'm still
Abram.
reaching down and swishing around in the water in front of me. I don't like this at all.
Yep. Abram, you're pretty actively aware of things. Let me roll here. So you feel like you've got it kind of covered, so to speak. You don't see anything moving. I don't know how far away you want to get ahead of your.
All right. So how much further down, if I'm looking forward, is where I saw the movement?
Maybe 10 feet.
Okay. And I have skipped by another turn that we could have taken down.
Yeah, one turn to the left, right here, basically right where Corncob is at. It
Okay.
goes this way.
Yeah.
To the
And
right on
does it dead end after 10 feet, or does it just keep going?
Keeps going.
Okay. I turn back to the party and ask, forward this way or down that hall? I'm looking for their guidance or their thought, because
If we go
Yeah.
off to our left, can we tell how far that could possibly go before it comes out of the rock?
That would be make a wisdom check. Add your proficiency bonus with it. Basically trying to figure out how this travels underground.
22.
Okay. So you see a turn up ahead. You feel like the arrangement and alignment of it won't come out of the rock. It's sloping. It's almost level, just maybe a little bit of a slope to drain down into the ocean, essentially.
So any
And-
water where we're at would flow down that hallway.
Yeah, to a certain extent, but then at some point it's going to rise above it. You're walking uphill going through these for the
Oh, I see.
most part. However, the way it angles off, you feel like could go like it won't come out of the rock. It's possible that it was designed to go just under that stony beach, especially if there's rocks somewhere underneath there. And it would be very close to the surface, but still could make it under it and then head up to the town.
Huh. I'll tell people this may lead all the way to the town. That's something to file away for.
The sewer that we're going down right now, not the side route, right?
I was talking about the side route.
Okay, side route. I was just concerned that the side route might lead more directly towards the mining operation. The sewer may go back to town. That's not the case.
It does not seems the reverse of that.
Okay.
This side seems a little bit unused.
What
And
a-
as you turn around, though,
What a great underground tunnel if this is a cult meeting place.
just as you turn back though, to ask Corncob that, and you start, I guess, conveying that information. I know you're chatting quietly.
Ooh. Roll
Probably a
for
little
initiative.
echoey.
Kay, you see something unnoticed to Corncob and Abran. You see a ripple in the water, slip quickly past Abran, heading straight for Corncob.
I will shout, "Corncob, look out!"
All right. I've got my staff in front of me, and I'm standing on top of the water.
Roll initiative, everyone.
I'm ready to frog gig this thing.
Kay has alerted you.
Pugh rolled a 7.
Okay.
Here we go again.
Pugh roll 7. Gooseneck.
11.
11. Corncob.
12.
Abran.
11.
Kay.
23.
Okay.
Jeez.
Wow. That is on top of it.
I rolled a 20.
So you've already dealt with it, whatever it is. Let's just move on.
Kay, you do see. So you shout out to Corncob, and you can see a large shape in the water heading towards him. But you get to react more quickly than anyone else, and you've spotted it. Your turn.
I'm going to get out my bow and fire an arrow at it.
Okay.
Badly, because I rolled a 1.
Oh. Yeah, the arrow just sort of splashes off, skips across the water, bounces off a wall, and just barely misses Abran as it careens down that way.
Whoa!
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 And Corncob, you're pretty fast because Kay alerted you to it, and you look in that direction, make a perception check with advantage now that someone has pointed it out.
Mm. 19.
Oh, you do see it. You see a large.
Okay.
Now that it's been pointed out, you see a large shape. It is snake-like for sure. It is the length of it is, the end of it is still passing Abran, who's 15 feet away from you, just as the head of it is right at you.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
I'm going to try to hit it with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
With a 19 plus 2, 21.
Okay, you feel the water sort of take a little bit of the blow away, but you strike it still, even through that. Go roll your damage.
5.
Okay. All right. You get one attack, right?
Yep.
Okay. So,
As far as I know, yeah.
this, let's see. Yep. This thing now sort of pulls up, and the head slaps forward at you, blindingly fast. That is a 17 to hit. Does it hit you?
Armor class 18.
Okay. You have
Wow.
a shield, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you get it up just in time as this.
Ah,
Uh-oh,
shit. The
green
water
snake.
cobra.
Got 3. Julie.
Sewer
Comes-
snake. What is it?
It's so this
Roto-Rooter.
particular one, it is covered in a bunch of green, like algae and some plant growths. It matches along with the sewer lines. However, you can see underneath that green coloration on it some banding on it, and you immediately feel like this is a venomous snake.
All right, well,
that struck out you, pinged off of your shield, just a little hint of venom spraying off from its fangs as you see it pull back.
Okay.
Pugil, you have a very so if Pugil and Corncob make nature checks. You're both nature oriented, right?
Yeah, but my nature sucks.
I mean,
Wow.
I have a
I
15.
rolled a 10.
okay.
I can't
well,
get a double digit to save my.
Well, you're being held aloft, so you're a little bit blocking the view for identification from Gooseneck, and you can't see very well in the darkness. However, you feel like this is a hallucinogenic venom, Corncob. If this stuff hits you, you've heard of these things.
But I haven't been bit yet, so
But you
not...
haven't been bit yet.
Okay.
It's
I'm not hallucinating this part of it. This is the reality.
Gooseneck?
Oh, whackety whack.
Well, I would like
With
to.
a big X.
How far
Talk to your
away is he?
cousin.
It's just
Yeah.
15 feet from you.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe 20.
I don't think it's going to do any good if this is a venomous snake.
Probably tastes good.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey. Okay, so I guess I'm going to activate my shield, throw it up, and say the magic word.
Okay.
And I'm going to. Usual, do you want to come along for the ride, or you? Do you want me to set you
We don't
aside?
have time to take a poll.
As long as
Little
it won't
feet bouncing
interfere with
around.
with me shooting my little crossbow. Do what you want.
No, it won't interfere. You can.
Okay. All right, let's go whackety whack with my axe.
All right.
And a Pucho on the front.
You
And
do
a usual.
Got an extra shield. Meat shield.
All right, here we go.
That's just what I was
Could be
thinking.
a buff to his armor class.
16
Yeah.
plus 7, so 23
That hits.
for 9 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Gooseneck?
I'm assuming throwing my shield up counts as an action. Is that correct?
That was a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's whack it again.
You get you get 2 attacks. If you get
I get
if
two
you get
attacks.
if you get 1, you get 2. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get 2 attack. All right. Oh, good. 18 plus 7, 25, and 16 points of damage.
Wow. Nice.
Chop, chop.
it's
I'm good at chopping snakes.
apparently so. And it's a very muscular, tough snake for something that's not a constrictor snake, and fairly quick and fairly large. You're doing damage to it, but it's got a lot of staying power. Abran, it's your turn.
I had my bow out. It came by me. It reared up. I'm going to shoot it.
All right.
All right. So 27 to hit.
That hits.
5, 12 plus 7. 19 points of damage on the first arrow. And then 19 to hit
Yes.
with 14 points of damage.
Ooh, very nice. Sorry, weird math. All right, got it. And
Okay.
all right,
Carry
so
the
you're-
2.
What was that? Carry the 2.
Carry.
Pugil, it's your turn. You're with Gooseneck in the same square, basically.
I shoot him with a 9.
Okay. Then you. It's hard to get a good shot in. It sort of goes wide a little bit.
He's bouncing
Hold
around
steady,
in his
you
little area.
lizard!
Yeah.
Hold steady, for Pete's sake! With the wiggling.
Okay.
Wiggly lizard.
Sorry.
This snake is looking around. It just bounced off a corn cob. People are on it. The rest of your team is on it, but it still looks a little angry, and it's turned towards Pugh, Joel, and Gooseneck. Your turn.
I will try again to shoot it.
Okay.
Do much better this time with the 22.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
And 7 points of damage.
All right. It's got a few fletched arrows sticking out of it now. Corncob, your turn.
Corncob's just going to throw a level 2 guiding bolt.
All right.
My ranged attack is a 17. Does it hit?
It does.
Oh. $19 points of damage.
Oh,
Boom.
wow.
And he's lit up for the next
He
attack.
is lit up, glowing, and he seems almost, he seems quite injured. He sort of pulls back defensively and strikes out. He was gonna go. It looked like he was gonna go for Gooseneck and Pugil, but with that, he sort of strikes out at you.
Yeah, well, that's the way it
is
goes.
An 11, so it bounces off of your armor, misses completely, and then sort of backs away. Use that to sort of cover his way out. Abrand's in the way a little bit, but he's still gonna head towards Abrand. As he leaves the area, however, Gooseneck and Pugil, if you're using melee weapons, Pugil does not have a melee weapon in hand at the moment, but Gooseneck, you can take a swing at him as he leaves.
I'll say, don't let it get away. It's coming back with its
Whack-a-dee-whack.
mama.
Come on. Yeah. 6 plus, what was it? Where's my thing? 6 plus 7, 13. Is that it?
To hit, it does not.
Ah.
He sort of, so he
Swing and a
whooshes
miss.
around you, and he's going around Abrand. Abrand, do you have a melee weapon out?
I
wait,
had
wait.
my bow out, but I have my
Ah. But
what
sword
about-
easy. But my bow was
With-
out. So
With the corn cobs lighting it up, does that add anything?
Oh, you get to roll at advantage.
Yep.
Oh, well, let me roll again.
Yeah.
Let me roll another die. That's a little better. 7 plus 7, 14. Is that it?
Yes, that hits.
All right. Here we go. 12 points of damage.
So we're gonna rewind that a little bit. It would have slipped past all of you, it looks like, but phoom, your blade goes down on it, phoom, cutting
killed it dead.
deep into it or across it, depending on how you want to
I couldn't have done it without
end its life.
corn cob.
And
Thanks,
it sort of
Corn
Someone
Cob.
with a better nature skill than me might want to grab its head for its poison glands.
sinks into the water. Not,
Uh,
12 inches below the surface.
Maybe you don't want to dig around.
And that is, that's,
Way to go, team.
Yay.
yeah.
Um,
Don't let that venomous snake.
Usual, you want the venom?
Yeah. Let's extract those venom glands.
Okay.
I got a lousy nature, Pujol, so it's going to be on you.
Yeah.
Not a
I have
problem.
a decent medicine. Actually, I have a really good medicine.
Make a
I'm nature boy.
make a nature check to do the extraction.
Ah, for the love of Pete. 15. I can't get a double-digit roll to save my life.
Don't prick yourself on those spines.
So,
No. I point the spikes towards the elf in case.
Yeah, there we go.
Go team.
Let's see. Is this okay? So two things happen as you're trying to pull this out. The first is, oh man, I can't believe it. Here we go. The first is that you're only able to get one good vial of it. So basically, one dose of it is going to be useful to you.
Or nothing.
The second is I'd like you to roll a percentile dice, Pugil.
Just a straight percentile?
Yeah. Well,
Usual
yeah.
stripping
1 to 100.
balls.
Ah. $32.
Wait, this is
79.
79. This is Pugil.
What body part is that rots and falls off?
Oh my
I
god.
can't remember the tables.
Pugil, as you're looking around, this you pulled back. You clearly made a mistake. You know you did. You scratched yourself. A little bit of that venom got in.
Oh.
However, when it does, it's like it clears your mind. Everything, everything down. As you're so tuned in as part of nature, because you're doing a natural thing right now, trying to figure out how to pull the venom out correctly, and you look around, you think about what the perfect environment this is for a living creature. In fact, you have an overwhelming urge at how nutritious some of the things in this water probably are. You have an overwhelming, overpowering urge to see just how nutritious this water is.
Can you lace him into your gnome sack? Lace him into the gnome sack. Don't let him out. Square knots, everybody.
I don't know that I can. He was out pulling venom out.
Yeah.
No, we
You
gotta.
just your hand, Pugil. I don't. You tell me if you don't want if you don't want to role play this. I'll give you just a couple of samples of what happened. What happens?
Not his harp hand.
Oh.
What do you mean? Should I just nosedive in and commit to feasting?
Yeah. How do you want to approach this tasty snack? I mean, there are obviously healthy nutrients in this.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's I have my Boy Scout cutlery. I'll whip out the knife and the fork and the spoon and say, you fools have been I've been up high on top of this lizard and I've overlooked the obvious nutritional benefits of our environment.
All right.
Have at you.
Are we still in combat? Because
No,
I'm going to have to
you're-
neutralize this.
You're not in combat, but Pugil has
All right.
pulled some venom, and he suddenly is
If only I had
Consumed.
some gravy.
I'm going to touch him and try protection from poison.
Oh, okay. So wait, I have a strange feeling about protection from poison. Let me check it out real quick. So you're going to do that. Pugil is
I touch a creature. If it's poisoned, I neutralize the poison.
beautiful. So Pugil, you get maybe a spoonful or two of this in your mouth as you're like, oh, this is great. And it is
Yeah,
very satisfying.
All it gives him
sweet.
is an advantage on the saving throw.
You get to make another saving throw, Pugil, as soon as he touches you.
Okay. What's saving?
Yeah, you get to make a saving throw as soon as he touches you. So all you have to do is make a Constitution save.
Constitution save.
Yeah. With it,
17.
Yeah. Okay. So you get a spoonful of this in your mouth. You're extracting the nutrient benefit. Corncob touches you. A warm radiance kind of pushes through into you, and what's in your mouth is suddenly gritty, slimy, probably
Blech.
not fit for humanoid consumption, and definitely the waste of
Yeah.
something else.
Oh,
Sorry,
you ate a
pal.
turd.
Wow.
You were eating crap.
Yeah, you ate a
You're s-
turd.
Why are you spoiling my fun, you wretched dwarf?
Well, you know why.
Perfect.
Spit it out.
Okay.
Just taste
Yeah.
it. You know why I did it.
That's what we tell Miko. Drop it. Drop
Ugh.
it. Drop it.
Ugh.
Drop it.
All right, Pugil.
Oh gosh.
No,
Gnomes.
no. It looks
Their
like there's
psychedelic
going to be nothing
appetites.
permanent
Pujo, the great turd eater.
from this. I think Corncob kind of saved you from it getting too serious.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh. I'm gonna rinse my mouth out.
Please.
With a little
That's
fresh
dreadful.
water.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah.
That taste is going to stay
Oh
with
my-
you, though, for the rest of the evening tonight.
Oh, marvelous. It's disgusting.
Spoiled your supper.
Tastes like elf.
No, but remember now what we can do with a dose of that venom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. So a little bit of just some game.
Another crab feast. We got the whole town eating crab.
Just some game mechanics. It's a random hallucinogenic. When you use it, it will randomly roll on the short-term madness tables inside the Dungeon
Ooh.
Master's Guide. So
Does it do any
Ooh.
further damage?
it could, depending on what happened, but right now you think you're good, especially you casting on it. But so it could do things from make somebody self-destructive to paralyze them to incapacitate them to make them incapacitated by laughing, or it could do a whole mess of different kinds of hallucinatory things. Yes, Abram.
Could I put this on an arrow tip
Yes, you can.
and it would deliver enough of this venom to
Yes, it would.
result in effect?
Yes.
And what did we, so we've extracted some of this venom. What did we put it into? And
It's Pugil's got it. One vial of it,
Okay.
Pugil, and it's something. I say one dose, but it's really more like one vial. You could get it on. Abran's suddenly curious about arrow delivery. You could probably get it on 2 or 3 arrows. It wasn't a lot that you got out of it with that roll, but it was,
well,
a little bit.
it's just an option. An option that sounds like a lot of fun.
It does. Let's
You hold on
conserve
to it, Pujol. Yeah, you hold on to it until we need it, but then that's an option for us, or delivery mechanism.
Okay. So now it's clear that this path that you were heading down had this snake, didn't have much else, and there's up the other path which had been mined and might lead to town. Which direction
I
do
gotta
you want to
step
go?
away for just a second, guys.
Okay, so actually it's a good time to take a break because we're like mid-game ish. So let's all be back in 10 or 15 minutes.
Alrighty.
Hang in there, everyone. We'll be back in 10 or 15
Woohoo.
minutes to finish to see where the sewer goes.
We'll kill more stuff shit.
Welcome back.
Still in the sewer.
Beep,
I was
beep.
hoping we'd move by the time we got back.
Well, I'm not going to move you until it's time, I guess, basically.
All right.
So, but I will say this. You've defeated whatever that kind of snake was, and you are...
Yeah, the toilet snake. That's great.
It's appropriate. Florida man was the one that
That ate the turd.
had the hallucination of the snake.
Yeah.
Bobby, you're looking awfully curmudgeonly there.
I should not be laughing so hard. I can't help it.
No.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Florida man is resentful.
Oh.
Well, we'll put an end to
Anyway.
that. Don't worry. You travel. I just needed to know. I'm not sure which leg you decided to go in the sewer.
I feel like the stub off to the left side goes back maybe to the town.
And is that where we think the mining was occurring?
Well, you don't know
Or-
the mining, but you did see you did see evidence of someone wading through that recently.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Toward the stub, toward
Yeah.
the town there.
Yeah.
And where do you think this
I
other?
think maybe
where is-
that's used as a tunnel, if anything. I don't know if the mine would be this way. It depends on what we want to get. What do we want to do?
Kill things.
Well,
pretty
as
sure
as
they're
we
gonna
can
have
tell, they just show up
whichever tunnel.
anywhere.
what do we think
that?
is down the other? Do we know what we? Is there anything we think is down the other passage? Or we're not sure.
You haven't
We have
investigated.
no
Right.
idea.
No.
What do you think?
Okay. I'll go either
What
way.
do you
It doesn't
think,
matter.
Kay?
I think we take the side passage because whatever came through here went that way.
Okay.
So you.
We might
He's
run into more
perceptive.
snakes the other way.
Yeah, that's true too. All right, so you.
I doubt they're constrained to one place, but
That's the mama. There's babies everywhere.
You head down the side passage. You travel a fairly significant distance. You feel
uphill, downhill.
It's all slightly uphill.
Ah, okay.
Yes, just the appropriate amount if you were making it must have been a well-designed.
So we're walking against the current, more or less.
Yes, you're walking against the
Okay.
current. The current is very slow. It's not going to knock anybody off its feet or anything like that.
Is Pujo back in the Pujo pouch?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm carrying him.
Keeps him.
No more poop eating for the gnome.
Yeah. Luckily, we're still in Shit Creek.
Oh my god, that was classic.
So
Things
you
I
get-
do for this party.
I know. You go. You would assume that by this point you have reached somewhere in the town, underneath it,
Huh.
and then up ahead, you see. It looks like a little platform. And let's see if I can do it justice on screen. I don't think I can, so I'm going to pretend-ish a little bit. You've gotten, you're a bit farther than this. You see a platform locked into the side of the wall. Let's see, that's not going to be you in the front. It's going to be Aberrant and Corncob in the front. Something like that. Oh, wait, something like that. It's straight. and narrow. I just got this T here. It's not actually a T. I will DT it, in fact. Why not? It's easy enough. Something more like that. And on the platform, which has clearly been hammered into the wall, above you see recently stonework that's been chipped away with something. And a little bit of flickering light that seems like it might be candlelight, perhaps? You're not entirely sure. Coming in from the shadows above as you're walking. So this was not a sewer drain entrance, but someone has struck a hole into something above.
How is the platform secured to the wall?
So you have, it's like a little, sort of a tripod in a way. You've got one beam underneath it, just a little wooden beam out the front side. And then in the wall, it looks like two pitons, whatever you want to call them, has been driven in that this is resting on top of. So two are holding the platform on the wall side with a third leg coming off the end down into the sewer water.
How high up is the platform, and then how far up is the hole from it?
The platform
reached
about
the hole
5 feet, 5.5 feet up, and you could, if you're 5 or 6 feet tall, you could pull yourself onto the platform and then pull yourself up the hole if you'd wanted.
Does it look like this was put in place purposely to climb, or like maybe there's a step ladder that would go on it, or?
This was put in place fairly recently and purposefully. It also looks like it's in the right position that you could swing a pickaxe in towards the ceiling from on top of it, if you were tall enough.
Ah.
All right.
I'm gonna stealth in. Can I do that?
Climb up the hole stealthily?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interrupt the meeting.
All right. All right.
Interrupt the robbery.
Yeah. Hey, look, there's an elf
That's
coming up
the
through the
Italian
floor.
job.
Yeah, please do. I'm going to use... Okay, so you come peeking up through this hole, Abran. Actually, I've kind of pulled you in the wrong general area. Give me just a moment. I'm going to make sure that the hole is in the proper place. It's not in the middle of the beautiful
Hey, look,
carpeted.
it's the church from chapter 7.
You're actually pulled up.
Uh-oh, wait. This was the one where Usual got naked and
Yes. Slathered up and rubbed on a
Probably
cleric.
not the same. Let's hope it's not the same church.
No, let's.
Then we went through some
I've been
portal.
humiliated enough already this evening.
Working something, drawing onto the ground some sort of circle. You see a figure in the darkness. Got candles lit around the side. Make your stealth check. Make your stealth roll.
Oh, I got like a 25.
Ooh, okay. I thought I was going to see you with that 23, but I didn't. You pulled yourself up out of the hole. You see they're working, whispering a little bit under their breath, doing something that reminds you of some sort of arcane thing underneath the pulpit here. They're doing
How many?
something. There's just one.
Okay.
But he's doing something arcane underneath this.
And
you
it
can
has
see-
wings?
Yeah, you can see occasionally the wings sort of stretch out from their back.
Damn it.
It's a humanoid, but you see two wings sort of pushing out, occasionally stretching, flicking with agitation, holding really still during certain words. The candles flicker, the light changes from purple to like a deep.
Quick, someone text Fathom.
Right.
Yeah.
Any do we know what church we're under?
So Abran is up there. You all don't know what church you're under. But now you're looking in it. Abran, you could make a religion check.
Okay, this is gonna suck.
If you recognize
14.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty common. This is Apara. This is the good god, the deity that keeps being mentioned quite a bit.
But it looks like the place is trashed.
It does look a little bit like there was some rummaging around and some pews were tossed over a little bit.
And it looks like she's doing something like making an incantation on the floor, or
yeah,
can I tell?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He definitely is.
Okay, or he is. Now I'm in front. Is the hole? I'm obviously I can't be standing on top of the hole.
You're peeked out from the top, and you're probably halfway through the hole.
So I'm not. Oh, okay. I'm not completely through the hole.
No, you could drop back down.
I could drop. I want to drop back down. I wasn't sure if I pulled my way up or not. So I'm going to drop back down and relay the information.
Okay. I'm not going to move you because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's fine. And then do we want to go full on Abran and attack this person just for no reason? That sounds like a good plan. Poison arrow it.
You know who sculpted
see what happens. Oh, I don't know. I don't recognize that piece. That's not a Reaper piece, I don't think. Is it?
Oh, wait. My ears went dead. Hold on. I can't hear any of you.
Is that a Pat Keith?
Change.
I can't tell. It's hard. I can't really see it.
It might be a conversion because I think those wings look like they came off of.
Could be.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
It's red though, demon.
Need a better.
Corncob won't know who did it till he sees it.
Yeah.
This could be a dark sword.
Let's kill it.
I don't. Just coming back in. I'm back.
Okay.
Or it might be
some
Reaper.
Sandy Garrity looking hair.
So it's
I want to get a better look.
Do you actually, from your experience recently, you actually believe this is probably an incubus?
Oh yeah, we were messing around with those with the Mushroom Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple that joined us late in the night.
Why don't you jump over there and make love to it, elf?
Yeah. I'm popping back down and kind of I'm relaying that there's something going on in this church. It's a good church that I can tell. There's what I think is most likely an incubus in there doing some spell casting. It looks like it's up to no good. What do you guys want to do? Want to bum rush it, or
it's going to be tricky getting up through that hole and doing anything. So,
well, here's what I thought.
Quick
coming down, I had a plan formulated in my mind.
Or invisible movements to get up there first.
We take the gnome out of the Pugh pouch, and he casts invisibility on himself, and we throw him up through the hole.
Don't we have two people that can be invisible?
Yes.
Oh, I could carry Pugh up the hole, both invisible.
Why don't I turn you invisible and you go goose the incubus?
I don't know if I want to be in a room by myself.
We got to get some invisible people in first, and then we can come up. The people that can't be invisible can get up through the hole.
I have a question.
How bright was it up there?
Oh, that's a good question.
Two things. Pugh will go first.
Is this the temple of the god whose people we saw talking on the front of the worm last?
Oh,
which
yes.
god is this?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Same,
that is
same god.
Yes.
This is the good Apara lawful good, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
These are the people that we got a good reputation with.
Yes,
Right.
it is.
So this guy is defiling their temple, at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. It's time
Yeah.
to put a beat down on Wing Boy.
Kay, what was your comment or question?
How well lit is it in the area above?
Abran, you saw that it was just candles, most of which were coming from whatever circle was being magicked onto the ground by the incubus, although there was a brazier coming from behind somewhere, but it's pretty low light.
Yeah. Pretty dark, Kay. You could do your stealthy.
Let's
Well, I was just
let's
thinking,
get
I can't
let's
be
get a couple.
invisible, but I can be
Yeah.
a bat.
Let's get a couple of people who can't be seen easily, and then I'll bless the other 3 people so that we have a chance against with saving throws.
I
And
can
so we
turn the
get
whole
some.
party invisible if you want.
Well, that would
You
help.
can?
Yes.
Let's do that. Let's kill this guy.
I can cast invisibility at 3rd level, which
That's a
will
murderer.
do two people at a whack. So there's 2, 4. That's everybody but me invisible. Then I cast a lower level one to make me invisible. The whole party's invisible.
Just a quick question to Joel: is invisibility a concentration spell?
I do not think it is.
Okay. Well,
Um.
there's a little C next to it.
Yes. Wait.
Yeah, it's so you.
Is it concentration?
You can only cast it. Yeah. So if you recast it on someone else, then your original spell will drop. So you can only cast it once.
Okay, so only 2. I can get 2 people invisible then.
So the less stealthies should be the invisible ones.
Okay.
I think our
Sounds
cruelest ones should be the invisible ones. We'll get make our lizard and our cleric, who can deal horrible scunion, make them invisible so they can sneak up there, and then the 2 little creepy ones can go up on their own recognizance.
Okay. Are you gonna?
I agree.
Is Pugh gonna try to sneak around, or is he gonna try to confront head stuff?
I'll
He'll sneak
have to
around,
come up
won't you?
afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
But I'm going to cast
I'm not a
Bless
confrontational gnome.
on Lagarto, Abran, and Kay.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
And what
does that
what
do?
does Bless do?
Attack rolls and saving throws, add a D4 to your rolls.
Oh, actually, I can use. I'm using it at 2nd level, so I will also cast it on myself.
Ooh.
All right. Okay. So who's going up first, and under what conditions?
Should the invisibles go first?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to cast invisibility at 3rd level. And so that's the lizard and the cleric.
Okay. The lizard and the cleric. So, all right. I'm trying to make sure we get something. So, all right. Gooseneck, Corncob, you are invisible. It's normal invisibility. So as soon as you do something, like cast a spell or attack, the invisibility is going to disappear. But for now, you are invisible.
Okay.
And who's coming up that hole first?
Corncob, can you climb up there? Or you
Sure.
want me to
I'll go up first
throw you
as
up
quiet
and I
as I
can-
can
Okay.
and as fast as I can. I'm just
Quiet.
trying to clear the hole and get to one side.
Right. Okay. Quiet as you can and as fast as you can. Make a stealth check.
Oh.
A pull Aberrant back down.
12.
12. Okay. Ooh, I need to roll for that. Sorry. I'll go back to my dice. Okay. You pop up the hole. They seem to be casting still. Your passive perception, you feel them tense up a little bit, and it feels like the speed of their enchanting might have sped up. Gooseneck?
So-
or who? What? Go ahead. Sorry.
I can still move, or I can do stuff as long as it's not attacking or spell casting, right?
Right.
Okay, if there's a rock nearby, I'm going to just pick it up, and hopefully that becomes invisible
Yeah. It is.
as well.
Well, there's some broken wood off of one of the pews.
I'm just trying to find something that I can throw later on to distract it.
Yeah, you've got a chunk off of one of the pews broken.
Fist-sized piece of something or other.
Yep.
Okay, then I'm done. I'll
Okay.
move off to one side.
Who's coming up next?
I'm coming up.
Right, Gooseneck, what's your stealth check?
All right. 14 plus 4, 18.
Okay, you just sort of ease on up.
I would like, I guess I'm gonna go to the other side, I guess. I don't know. A little
here.
bit. Yeah.
Okay. Who's next?
Okay, you want to go or you want me to go?
Why don't you go next?
You're doing this with
Aberrant
hand
will go
signals,
up.
right?
Yeah. Aberrant's up.
All right.
Bow drawn after he gets out of the hole.
What's your
wanna-
stealth check?
Oh. 16, 22, 24.
Okay.
Don't bump into me, dude.
Where do you want to move? You got your bow.
I want to, I have my bow out, so maybe off to the side where Kate can get through, but I can still be in bow range, but not get in the way of the other guys when they melee it.
Yeah, back here by this wonderful water
Yeah, and
container.
take a
Hey.
drink.
Refreshing. Who's next?
Okay.
Sounds like me.
Okay.
I will go up quietly. I got a 21 on my stealth.
Okay. Anything you want to prepare as you're going up?
No.
Okay. As you're you were the chanting seems make an Arcana check. Okay.
$14.
Okay. You're definitely doing some sort of arcane chanting. You feel like it's off a little bit. I mean, you've heard Pugh do things. You've heard Fathom do things, and this doesn't have this is a very rushed sort of feel to it a little bit. But other than that, that's all you notice. Pugh, where are you? You are muted.
Can't hear you.
I'm going to follow Kay up the hole.
Okay.
Now, before I do, while everyone's climbing up, do I know what this is? Apara?
Yeah, I think that they would have told you. Yes.
Okay. Would I know that who Apara's chief divine rival would be?
Oh, that is a great question. Make a religion check.
Good grief. An 8. Apparently not.
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, I can't roll worth a flip.
An 8. Well, hold on. So, if it's a serious rivalry, I would say that
Common knowledge.
especially, yeah, it's kind of common knowledge. That's not great. You've heard something about there is an opposing god. You know that they would be accepted in the city because it's a lawful god, and the opposing god is lawful. And this is a lawful city, and that's about as much as you're going to get out of that role. So you feel like there probably is an opposing god. They are welcome in this city. You don't know who it is.
Okay.
Can't remember.
Well, then I'm going to climb up the hole.
I mean, you don't mess around with evil deities. Why would you remember that sort of?
Yeah, I'm a nature boy.
Okay, yeah. So you've climbed up.
Remember it so he can sing a song about it.
I need everyone. That's true. I need everyone to make initiative rolls, including me. Where my Reaper Pizza Dungeon dice at? Right here. You know, I've got an old box. I found them today, but I didn't open them. Watch, I'm gonna
The pizza box, the flat box?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, those are great.
Those are going to be collector's items.
I know I've got one completely sealed and then one that's been opened, but the dice are sealed. Man, I don't want to open it. I gotta collect them. I like the pizza boxes, but they never fit in there. The pizza was overwhelming. Okay. Pugh, Joe, what was your initiative roll?
A 14.
Oh, right. Gooseneck.
17.
Corncob.
9.
Okay. Abram.
15.
And Kay.
14.
All right. And then... So you get up there. No one's... You seem to be stealthy. However, at about the same time, you all realize that this creature has seen you, this humanoid, this incubus, and they're sort of finishing up on a flourish of words. Gooseneck, you sort of coil up instinctively. You are like ready to move before anyone else. The incubus has not made it clear that they have seen everybody or they know everybody's there, but they have made it clear they're about to do something and they're rushing through the last words of whatever spell they're casting.
Pop him.
Interrupt.
Time
Pop him.
to whackety whack with the axe. I'm going to throw my shield up and hack at her. Or him.
Okay.
Sorry. 14 plus 7, 21.
21's a strike.
Did you add your...
And
You don't need to, I guess.
12,
The D4.
12 points of damage. Oh, that's right. Oh, wow. Thanks.
Okay. 12 points of damage. And words are still flowing out of this incubus's mouth.
It's to the attack roll or to the saving throw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hack again, and this time I think I will add that little. I gotta find a 4-sided dice. Hang on. All right, here we go. 11, 7, 18, 22,
Yes.
or 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh. Oh my gosh, this incubus is still stalwartly saying the
And
spells they need to.
And I'm now visible, right?
You are now visible. Yeah. Suddenly, lizard folk appears before him. So they turn around, and as they turn around to you, the last of whatever they're holding in their hand is thrown across the circle. It flashes with magical glow, almost purplish red. You see deep deep, like burnt embers of red. It reminds you an awful lot of when that Mushroom Queen sent you on your little small trek into hell. And you get all of a sudden this feathered wing sort of pushes out. It's not a tremendously large feathered wing, but it's probably double the size of what's on this incubus. Pushes out of the hole, and you see another one begin to push up. It gets that far before before it is Abran's turn.
Before the giant pit fiend materializes.
Something is coming out of this circle. Well, it's a feathered wing.
Oh,
Abrant's gonna since the incubus is already hurt, I'm gonna light him up with a couple of arrows.
Okay.
So 11, so 23,
Yeah.
27 to hit, thanks to Corncob, and then 11 plus 7, 18 points of damage with the first arrow. And then second arrow, 18, 20, 30 to hit, with a 13 points of damage.
Okay. The incubus looks seriously wounded, drops back and says, "It's too late, fool." And it is Pugil's turn.
I'll shoot a little crossbow bolt at him.
Okay.
That harp out.
21. How about that?
Yes.
He's been following along with Abrand's lessons and improving his crossbow skills.
7 points.
Oh. So as another wing sort of pushes out and you get like this, almost this rhinoceros-like tusk as well come out.
Oh, cool.
The incubus begins to fall backwards, dying, almost beginning to turn to ash and powder as Pugil's bolt pierces him and begins to fall back into the hole as this winged creature begins to come out.
Take that, Pat Keith Incubus.
Has his diagram been interrupted or opened?
As near as you can tell, it was completed.
Okay.
It was not enough to break the concentration. Whatever's coming out looks like it might come out. Okay, it's your turn.
Might come out. Listen to the DM. Give us a ray of hope.
So, if I understand what you just told Corncob correctly, then the spell is complete and there's no longer an opportunity to prevent this thing from coming through?
Correct. Yeah, that's the implication. There's just a choke point now where it's trying to come out.
All right, well, I'm just going to shoot it then.
Ooh, okay. All right.
You were right, Bobby. That was a Pat Keith incubus.
14.
Is it a dark sword?
14.
No, it's a Reaper.
So whatever sort of tough skin is on this creature, it does not sink in. It strikes and then just sort of bounces off of it.
Wow.
Okay.
Corncob. Something before it pops out. It's moving up. You see more.
Can you drop a giant safe on it?
A head begins to sort of push out and a clawed hand reach up.
I've got this bless going.
Yes.
If I cast another spell, I turn visible and I drop the bless. Is that right? Because I have to concentrate.
If your other spell is concentration, you'll drop the bless. If it's not, then you'll just turn visible. But the bless will keep going.
Well, then that changes things. Okay. Well, No guts, no glory. I'm going to throw my 3rd level giant guiding bolt thing at it.
Ooh, so you pop into visibility as your radiant ray streaks across.
I do,
Room.
and I got a -1, 17 to hit. Well,
So
17 ranged attack.
unbelievably, it parts around this creature.
Okay.
That's warded almost from. If you feel like it's warded from the magic, well, maybe not that, but it's got such thick, tough skin. The radiant magic didn't pierce it.
Well, there went my nuclear bomb, so that's it. We're dead.
And then, pushing out of the hole, just as the corpse falls through, those little feathered wings on its back, much smaller than the body size itself.
Dang it, Weeby!
Oh,
That's not mine. That's Kevin.
that's a Kevin. That's a Kevin Williams. That's from Bones 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's
Dang it,
Kevin. I
Williams.
take no responsibility for that one.
It pushes on up through. It, unfortunately for it, uses its whole turn and action to sort of push the way through. It begins to tower over the top of you, Gooseneck. Its wings were deceptively small for the size of it as it rears up over the top. Everything you've thrown at it is bounced off of its tough hide. And you can see this
Run
is
away.
some fiend from hell for sure.
Run away. away.
And it is your turn, Gooseneck.
All right.
Oh my.
Well,
Let's see.
Whack
what do
time
we
to go
got?
into a rage. So I'm going to start my rage, and we'll try to give it a little static shock.
Okay, I need
With
to
a
save.
XDC 13.
Okay, I nimbly dodge out of the way of that.
All right.
Not I, but this
So,
winged creature.
Take
Ooh,
a-
Frank's taking
wait,
ownership
no.
of this demon.
Okay,
take 2 points of damage for that.
2 points, and you feel like you see as it ripples across it that a lot of that 2 points didn't make it through to the creature itself, but some of it did.
Okay. Well, now it's time to let the axe do the work. Here we
It is
go.
damaged. It is damaged,
It is
unless I'm
damaged.
mistaken.
It is. You are correct.
I'm guessing the first one's going to be a swing and a miss. 11.
Misses.
That it? That's a miss. Try it again.
Bless is still in effect.
Not a whole lot. Oh wait,
Don't get blessed.
15. Is that it?
No, it just almost bounces off of the
Boing.
thick hide.
Oh my lord.
Bless is still in effect.
I'm just stunned at the wings.
Did you get your Did you
Okay.
get your D4 in that? Is your D4 included?
No, it wasn't, but I didn't call it, so
Yeah,
that's
roll
fine.
it. Roll it. Go ahead, roll it. You need Fathom's not here
All
to
right.
protect you. You need all the
I didn't,
opportunities.
yeah, I didn't throw this bless for nothing.
All right, so that's 2 more, so it'd be a 17
It still bounces off
instead of a
its thick
15.
hide.
Still bounces off. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, he's enjoying this.
Abran, you watch
I'm in it.
impossible.
Yeah, he's
horror.
scratched. He's scratched. I'm shooting it. My buddy's right in front of me is gonna get squashed. So that would be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
There you go.
And then a 14 plus 5 is 19 points of damage on the first one.
All right.
And then the second one is a 30 to hit with 9 points of damage.
30.
I got a plus 12 on my longbow, so that's why I'm back.
All right.
What do I see happen with the arrows?
So everything. Is that bow magical?
It's just a plus 2.
But
That's damn magical.
yeah. So if it's a plus 2 bow, it's magical. Yeah, you can see that it solidly strikes it both shots, doing damage, and he immediately whips around to look at you. But you're about, you're 20 feet away. And
That's just a small hop for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gooseneck's in the way.
Yeah, he'll rend me as he pops over to Abran.
He's gonna rip you in half and throw one half at
Yeah.
me and one half at Corn
Pretty
Cob.
much. Yeah.
Oh, man. Pugil.
I am going to cast Protection from Evil on Gooseneck.
Oh. That's disadvantage to me.
Yes, so any attacks against Gooseneck will be at disadvantage.
All right.
Thanks, Pugh.
You can see with a few words, few strings strummed, you have an aura about you all of a sudden, Gooseneck.
Plinkety plink.
Protection. Okay.
So we're pretty sure we're in a church.
Yep.
Are these churches usually part of like a larger complex? Is there likely anywhere nearby where there might be attending clerics or anything like that?
Often they are part of a complex. You would see that's more likely than not. You haven't been in this particular one. This seems like some sort of inner chamber, definitely where ceremonies take place and people watch, but it doesn't seem super public. So you're probably back out this door that's at the end of the carpet is likely to lead to a more public place and wings or something where there might be residents sleeping.
So I'm going to run out the door and start calling for reinforcements.
Okay. All right. Make a...
There's demons within.
Demons. Let's see. I would say make a performance check.
7.
Okay. I mean, you're yelling and drawing attention as you go out the door. So I'm sure that will work, but they are likely sleeping, so it will take them a little bit. However, your move is 30. I'm going to guess you take a double move to get to wherever you're supposed to be going, unless you would not like to. Then you can actually see some doors ahead and hear movement as though people are beginning to stir.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, move, wake, corn cob.
Okay. Gosh. I'm going to go ahead and target an area right behind his foot. Well, I'll move it back a little bit so I don't get the lizard man in there.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Spike Growth.
Ooh, right.
So my bless is now gone.
Right.
And a 20-foot radius, center out point within range, sprouts hard spikes. It moves into or within the area, takes 2d4 for every 5 feet of travel.
Okay. Spike growth it is. All right. So if they do any kind of movement in there at all, they're going to take some damage.
Yep.
All right. Well, yeah, motion. Movement.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think there's a saving throw.
Nope. Their saving throw is...
Wait. You can use a wisdom saving throw to check to spell save DC to recognize it before entering it, but it's too late for that.
Yeah,
I
it's already
put
in
it
it.
in the
So
middle.
essentially my option is don't walk through it. That's
Crush
my
through
saving throw.
You can walk right through it.
Oh, no. Every 5
just
feet I
hurt.
take damage. Yeah, I'm not walking through that. I just sit here and wail on the lizard.
Well, on the lizard man.
While I'm doing that, can I quickly judge how big it is and if it would fit through that hole we just came through?
It would not have fit through the hole you just came through. The incubus would, but this would not have.
And I'm going to start moving back toward the hole.
Okay. Now, as I say that, it doesn't mean it couldn't make the hole wider, given a little, couple whacks. But
Sure.
All right, so you're gonna move back towards the hole. You have to push Pugh out of the way a little bit.
I'm going to try to get it out in the water if we can.
Yeah. And let's see. Gooseneck. All of a sudden, this sort of light bursts out around this creature. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Let's see. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Here we go. Oh, crap. Natural 1.
Oh,
Plus
my.
1, so 2.
Okay. This is terrifying. Like, he's way taller than you. But you are raging. You purposefully raged before you went in here. So you're immune to fear effects, which this would have made you frightened.
And he's also protected from evil, so he can't be frightened, charmed, or possessed.
Aha.
But
So, perfect. You can see that as it towers
Okay,
above
thanks.
you, he is absolutely terrifying. You are bolstered both by your rage and by your partners in this.
I did
to
pee
have
a little bit.
No fear.
you're welcome.
However, that doesn't mean it's not going to attack you with raw strength. So,
Sure.
its bite first. You watch it open its very sharp jaws.
And these are
With
all
its tusk.
disadvantaged, right?
They are all disadvantaged because of the.
All right.
Yep. So.
And I'm assuming-
Wow.
I'm
good.
assuming a piercing damage with teeth, yeah?
Yeah. So this teeth. Good thing you had disadvantage. There was a 20 in the mix, but 17 to hit. Does that hit you?
That hits. I'm a 16.
Okay.
With the shield?
With my shield,
Ah.
I'm a 16.
Okay.
Okay.
And
And your
but
protection
I'm in a
from
rage,
evil?
so it's only half damage.
All right. I'm gonna roll this damage as this piercing bite.
Sounds like a lot of dice.
That
comes
sounds like
through
a
you.
lot of dice.
It does. That's more than you get in an average pizza dice container.
Yeah.
It's 40 points of piercing damage on the bite. You
My God.
you only take half of that.
All right.
Lizard
and-
kebab.
And
Just a
then,
scratch.
And then
Lord.
2 claws, whoosh, whoosh, come swiping at you. The first one hits with a 19, and I am rolling at disadvantage. And the second one misses with a 12. So that 19, though. These Pizza Dungeon dice are on my side tonight. 16 points of slashing damage. You take half.
All right.
All right. And that's probably
Is
why.
that all you got?
Oh, he's spittle comes out of his mouth. Yeah. So it, Gooseneck, it is your turn.
All right. Well, we'll give him a little static shock. So it's Dex
makes
DC
it bigger.
13. I wish I could.
Now the wings
DC
get huge.
My save was a 4.
Oh, okay. So full 6 points of damage.
Of lightning
Well,
damage?
Or of lightning damage, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever
you
you
watch
can.
some of it get negated as it sort of spreads around, but some hits.
All right. Here we go. Come on, Axe. Don't fail me now. Ah, crap. 5 plus 7 is 12. I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
Does not.
Bounces right off.
This is one thick
Try it again.
demon, if you will.
A 9.
9. No. This is the third round. Interesting. Okay, so I know that you don't know what that means. I'm dropping hints though. Abran, it's your turn.
Good.
Third
As far
round
as I know,
into
that
this.
means the other two are going to come out now.
This fiend has been hostile for the third round. All you feel this strange warmth sort of drive up inside, and your hands begin to almost feel burning hot, and they're glowing. And the whole back side of one of your hands sort of pops with 100 little like mushrooms growing off the top of it in a strange little weave.
Uh-oh. Well, my buddy's getting jumped on. I'm gonna shoot him with some arrows.
Okay.
You think they have medicine for that now? I can't remember.
What is your...
You're growing mushrooms out of your hand?
Yeah.
Starting to.
It feels pretty good, though.
Yeah. I'm going with it.
Oh, it's your boon.
So that is, the first one is a 29 to hit
That
with
hits.
11 plus 3 is 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And the second one is a 28 to hit with 12 points of damage.
Okay. 12, 20. So, all right. You, as that last sort of shot pulls off of you, it agitates the sort of fungal bloom that's on your hand that's holding off, and pulls with it this waft of spores that come off your hand at the same time on the arrow. Strikes it and foofs out around it. You feel like you weren't necessarily expecting this, but this fiend begins to sort of cough and look around a little strangely, like it doesn't know what it's seeing.
Would I have had this kind of sensation before?
Yeah, possibly. This seems
Do I recall anything?
Yeah. No, you recall...
Like a similar kind of vibe.
You recall a similar kind of vibe.
Okay.
You know, it's almost reminds you a bit of like the hallucinogenic venom that Pugh had to contend with not too long ago. But you've just unleashed it at this fiend.
And it really affected it even more than the arrows did.
Yeah. Not with damage, but with just physically affecting it.
Okay.
All right. And also, are you injured at all? You're not injured, are you? Okay. That's all I need to know. And Pugh, it is your turn.
Is it possible for me to position my wall of thorns to strike him and not Gooseneck?
Yes, if you like ran it like right through him, pretty much.
Okay, then that's what I'll do. I will cast Wall of Thorns on him. He's got to make a savings throw. Dex 14.
Okay. So as you cast, you're also in the third round here. As you cast this Wall of Thorns, all the thorns sort of, something goes a little strange with the magic. Unusual in the way you cast. Usually it's nice bright green at the most colorful part, and the dense brambly bushes like the thorns are growing out of. is what your typical look at the Wall of Thorns is. This, however, it looks, the thorns are sort of pulling out of almost these mushroom stalk, like twisted, long, spindly mushrooms with huge thorns on them. I failed that save.
Oh no! What a tragedy. Take
Impaled by
30 points of
mushrooms.
damage.
Wait, how
Boom.
much damage?
30.
30. So he takes 60 points of damage as these very strange, hallucinatory-like mushrooms.
And he's still got the wall of the wall of thorns around him too.
Yeah, the wall
Or
of thorns
spike
around
growth.
him,
That's
and
right.
spike
Spike
growth
growth.
on the floor. Yep. And the scratches, as they scratch onto his skin, you watch extra little, like fungal blooms where you would normally see blood come out of somebody or something. Anything else, Pugil?
I think that's all I'm going to do.
Okay. He roars back. He was not expecting this kind of strange magical resistance. Kay, it's your turn.
Does it look like any of the people in the surrounding areas are starting to head our direction?
Yes. You believe at the top of the next round, you'll see some people start be within visible range and coming into the chambers.
By the time I'm ripped in half.
Crowdsourcing a
going
demon
to-
battle.
I'm going to head back inside then.
Okay. You are able to get in. Don't trip over all the wires. And probably make it about that far in. Yeah, and on the tide you hear where some people begin to sort of follow you, where they've looked out and seen where you were heading. People in robes, people half in robes, people not wearing much at all, but like a nightgown. But they're all sort of coming out towards you.
Okay, great.
Okay. Corncob.
Corncob is going to toll the dead. You need to save wisdom saving throw, I believe, of 15.
Yes. And I saved.
Dang it. Okay.
Bing, bing. And he just snarls at you.
Come get me.
Dead. He rages. He rears up. His eyes are alighted in anger. And they don't care about Corncob. They don't care about Gooseneck. They care about Pugil and Abran. He is
I'm backing toward that hole a little bit.
pissed at both of you.
Bring it.
Yeah. Bring it,
He
Pumpkinhead.
just knocks me out side of the wall.
He does sort of push you off to the side. I'm gonna make a roll for it, and he's either gonna actually push you off or go around you, depending on how this roll
He only
comes out.
gets a quarter move because of the Wall of Thorns.
Yes.
It's a small room for him.
Well, yeah, it is a little bit of a small room for him, but that's okay. He takes his damage. He has to move 10 feet through the spike growth. So, Corncob, you want to roll that damage on him?
Sure. Let me see if I can't remember what it was. Hang on a second.
So he's disengaging with me. Do I get to take a swing at him as he goes by?
He does not move far enough away from you.
So
He's
he
still-
rolled 2d4, or he went 10.
Yep, 10 feet.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, 7 points.
Okay. Yeah, his feet are more bloody than they were before.
Does he clear the wall of thorns?
He does. He does. He makes it out of it. Abran, he's coming at you.
All right.
So you don't know how boony this boon is. Clearly, you did a lot more damage to him than you would have. You feel like Pugil did too, but you feel like that also made him angry.
That's what demons are.
Okay. Well, he takes a bite at you, and that will hit.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt.
It is gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
How many hit points do you have, Abram?
64. 64.
Okay. It becomes important when I roll. I gotta roll this handful twice. Excuse me a moment. I only have so many pizza dungeon dice. Let's see here. This is
120? Do I hear 130?
78 points of damage.
I'm dead.
On his bite. That makes you unconscious. You feel this sort of pierce run through you. At the same time he bites you, he rears back with sort of this horrible screeching scream. And at all the points of impact, for those conscious, Abran is no longer conscious, but where it bit him, you watch like fungus push up out of Abran's blood and into his mouth. Abran, roll 5d6 damage.
Wow.
As your blood just sort of attacks him.
6, 12, 17. 26?
Okay.
26.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to do math.
No, I know it's a lot. And so he spits you out. You're not moving, and he turns to Pugil, who's right there, and moves for 2 wonderful hand slashes at you, Pugil.
Oh boy.
Yeah. The first one is a 25 to hit you.
Oh yeah.
And the second one is a 16.
I've only got an armor class of 12.
Okay, so both of these hit you. The first claw strike does 15 points of slashing damage to you. And the second, 19 points of slashing damage.
Oh my gosh! Now I'm pissed.
So as his claws come down, they begin to sort of rend your flesh and rake a bit of it away. The bits of flesh that get under his nails grow up and begin to entwine around his arm and hand on these slashes. Roll 5d6 damage for each time that he hits you.
10d6?
Yep.
Have some 36 points of damage, fool.
Okay.
Boom.
He
Good
is
job.
screaming in frustration, anger, rage, pain.
Yeah, you ain't gonna
So
be able to
many
scream
things.
much longer.
He didn't think that someone would be protected by this sort of magic. Gooseneck, it is your turn. You're right behind him. Pugil, you're conscious still?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
to
You've watched Abran go down. Let me move him down. Pugil is conscious. Gooseneck, it's your turn. This thing's angry, but even angry and damaged, it is wrecking all of you in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wreck it. I'm gonna wreck it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do what I do best. Let's zap him with a little static shock and whackety whack with my axe.
Okay, my saving throw roll is a 22.
Oh, so half damage. Let's see here. Take a point.
I will take that.
Or
Good job.
not a point, I guess. I don't know. All right, here we go. 12, doesn't it? Try it
Does
again.
not.
Come on. Ugh, 10. Man.
10 does not hit either.
Oink.
You are caught off guard by this, by all the rage in here.
Yeah.
Abran, it is your turn. Make a death saving throw.
That's just 1d20, right?
1d20, you want 10 or higher?
13.
All right, you made one save.
Yay.
Pugil.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on Abran.
Oh, okay.
$30 points back, Abran.
Wow.
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 You're welcome.
You don't need
Thank
me
you, Bubba.
anymore.
If
You
I
don't
can
need
make
me. I'm just gonna go back down the
harp
hole.
noises. Well, my trick complete. Back down.
You broke up a little bit there, but I think
Oh,
He said his trick was
So that's all I
complete.
can. I have done everything I can do. I'm going. Really,
Okay. K?
because I
It is-
have to move over there to Abran to do it. I have to.
Yeah, you had to cut across to Abran anyways.
Yeah.
Did I get a turn this round? I can't remember.
Let me check initiative order. Let me make sure.
I started
Thanks,
with a
Pooja.
9, I think.
Yeah, you're on a 9, so
Okay, sorry.
not yet. It is Kay's turn.
So was that healing enough to get Abram back up?
You watched his eyes pop open and him take a good breath.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm half up.
And you hear footsteps behind you running closer.
Darn it, Bobby. Turn your video off.
I'm just gonna back up a couple steps and take a couple pot shots at it, I guess. Well,
Okay.
a pot shot at it. And miss. With a 14.
His armor class is an 18.
Ping.
Yeah, tough and thick. All right. However, the people that you called now run in.
Oh. Reinforcements.
You can hear them audibly gasp as they come in to either side of you. Okay. They are... The last thing they expect in their inner sanctuary is a demonic fiend from hell.
That probably goes for us all.
And they quickly begin to fall into some casting. You're not sure what yet, but it took them a bit to get there, so they didn't complete anything just yet. Corncob, it is your turn.
Corncob's gonna activate his water elemental stone and throw a water elemental right at this guy. Try to fill up his mouth and engorge him with water, whatever I need to do.
All right.
Drown that water demon, or drown that demon.
Now he's
Put that fire
completely
out.
friendly to our party.
Yes, he is. Absolutely. So that he springs out from this stone. Do me a favor. I rolled last time because I was in possession of the stone as
Okay.
the person. You roll this time. Roll D20. Tell me what you roll.
Roll a D20.
Yep.
And I got a 17.
The stone is in good shape. No worries. It'll be good again tomorrow. And the water elemental pops out. Make an attack roll with the water elemental. You are attacking with him.
Oh, 20.
Ooh, a natural 20?
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Wow. This
Since
is...
it's a water elemental, I don't get any of my native negatives.
So, roll 4d8 damage.
Okay.
Ooh, hello.
Wow.
It's 20.
20. Okay. You watch the water surge up, splash around into its mouth. The demon begins to open to scream, and it just keeps filling with the water as it goes in.
It'll go good with a mushroom and gnome soup.
he begins to
A little
disintegrate
elf on the side. Yeah.
into this ashy mush that's filled with water, and it comes down lifeless, dead, just nothing but a pile of ash in front of you.
Oh,
Ash and mushrooms.
Thanks, Watery Joe.
Wow.
Yeah.
nice
Well
move.
done.
Nice move, Corncob.
Nice.
Yeah. So the priests come in, they look around. Let me remove the water elemental turns and looks at you like, and asks in primordial. I forget who speaks primordial.
Well, I certainly don't.
Just awaits for some sort of instruction.
I'll just motion to him to just kind of calm down.
Okay.
Just wait a minute.
He instinctively just sort of edges slowly towards these chalices and bowls of water, but he doesn't move from his positioning as he's looking into them, looking around curiously at the room. We're out of rounds, but just as they look around, these priests come in. They go right to Pugil, Gooseneck, and Abran and begin to cast some healing spells on you, which I will get to in a moment. First, what are you all going to do? As they fall to work, and you hear more steps behind.
What is remaining of the incubus?
He fell back into the pit, didn't he?
Yep.
He's
fell
gone.
into the portal that he had summoned this thing out of.
Is the portal still open?
No, it closed.
Okay. And the summoning materials are gone?
The circle is still there, but it doesn't seem to be open at the moment.
I'm going to motion to the water elemental and try to get him to reach down and just scrub that area pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, wait. Before you do that, let's figure out what it is.
All right, go ahead.
Let's investigate
let's do a. Let's
I'm watching that son of a
see if
bitch.
there's anything. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fathom is goofing around, and we need somebody who can do an Arcana check, I assume.
Someone does need to do an Arcana check.
I have a +2 on Arcana.
Anybody got better than that?
Nope.
Okay.
Dadgummit, Fathom, you villain.
Ha! I had a nat 20.
All right.
22.
What a hell of a waste of a nat 20. But
What are you
I
talking
got a
about?
nat 20.
No, we're going to know about how to summon a demon now.
Oh, okay, cool.
This demon's name was clearly well, this demon type is what this circle was made to summon. You don't know the name from this, but also though, with a roll like that, you realize that the incubus had not planned for this to activate now. There's bits of magic along the outside that make you believe this circle was meant to be concealed, to be activated later. But when they were pressed for time as you snuck up behind him, he decided to go ahead and do it now.
Kind of a booby trap.
Perhaps.
Oh, that's Sunday Mass, booby trap.
But you rushed
Yeah.
him a bit.
Okay.
We spoiled the evil demon's plans.
Yeah, I guess you did.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you dang kids.
Is there any of the priests or whatever that have come in that can share a little insight additional?
Well, they're tending, so these particular first group that came in as you're looking, they're tending to Gooseneck and you and Pugil first.
Well, I have a question. What do my arms look like and hands look like at this point?
They have fringes. They have
good.
moved from a bunch of little stalks to one like shelf fungal bloom that's fringy off the side of your
Oh,
arm.
boy.
Do I feel like they are going to be permanent, or do I not know
You
yet?
don't feel like that. There was an overwhelming sort of growth feeling, and now the growth feeling is receded completely, and then the magic itself feels like it's pulling back in. And as you get this, the first time their boon is activated, you realize it will only activate so many times before it's all used up, and it is specifically around the kind of fiends and demons that you helped this fungal queen defeat or get her item from. She sent you on the quest, and you ended up fighting fiends to get, or sneaking past them, however you want to look at it, to get this. And so when, if you're pressed around them, now that you've opened it up, you and Pugil both realize that if you're pressed around them, you will get some boons. But there's only a couple more times that this will happen.
Okay.
Well, let's avoid
Brand
fighting these
Portobello.
guys regardless.
Yeah.
Can we investigate just around where this incubus was casting his spell to see if there's if he dropped any spell components or left anything behind?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Yeah, we need to know who sent him.
I got a 17.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. So you realize that there is a component pouch that they dropped in their haste.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pick it up and we'll save it for Fathom.
Okay. All right.
I wonder if
Or
I
I
can
guess we could ask
infuse
the
my
priest
water
about it.
elemental with holy water. What if it's a holy water elemental?
Oh, a holy water elemental. Holy water elemental, Batman.
That would be great.
If it's okay, I want to crudely clean this circle. I'll release the water elemental.
Okay, he just over it like a little miniature tidal wave and starts.
Yep. And I'll tell the
scrubbing it off.
villagers they'll need to round up their priests to reconsecrate this area. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yes, absolutely. Are you all okay? And let's see.
No, I've got enormous claw marks all over my precious tiny body.
Pugil, if you allow them to put their hands on you,
Of course I do. I'm a
they
frolicsome
heal you
gnome.
for 52 points of damage, or whatever
Wow.
max is, if that's more.
Okay.
And then Corncob, 43 points of damage.
I didn't have any damage.
Oh, Gooseneck. Sorry, that's Gooseneck. 43 Gooseneck.
Okay. I'll
And
take it.
Abran, I don't know how you are health-wise. 54 points of damage. Healed.
I'm completely healed at this point. Thank you.
I say, no, thank you. Please wait here for... please wait here. I don't know which of our brothers will be here first, but this is highly unexpected. We could get you
we'll wait.
some tea
We'll wait.
or something. And that's where we end it this evening, actually. That is the last that we can do for tonight. Time-wise,
That was a blast.
defeated some fiends and waiting to talk to the head of the church, probably.
Lagarto's got to go to the cleaners.
That's
Boy,
3
that
times
boon was
we've
The
done
cleaners.
something good for these Amara people or Apara people.
Yeah, you said you soiled your armor or something.
Oh, I peed a little bit.
Yeah.
So
He's
did
not
he?
wearing
Did
any
this?
pants.
This
Yeah,
was a
I'm not wearing any
now
pants. That's right.
Fetchny.
He just-
Is this a now Fetchny, Frank?
This was an Alfeshni, yes.
Did he have a whole all 184?
He did.
Wow.
It
We
was
did a lot
what?
of damage to this. 184
Fetchny?
hit points.
I
Now
don't know what that
Fetchny.
is.
It's in the book.
It's a nasty
I
little...
I figured it's okay to look it up afterwards.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
And the nasty creature but it was amazing. It was an opportunity for, well, I can't believe you followed him in like that, but I'm glad you did. Let me stop this, the sound of the temples waking up. Okay.
That's cool. That was fun.
No, thank you. It was fun. Yes.
That was
fun.
great. Yeah, I wonder what
I'm
possessed us
surprised
to
we didn't
follow
take more
it in.
damage.
I mean, you're good people, and you want to find out what a fiend is doing, summoning something inside a temple, I'm sure.
Well, that mystery is
but-
still to be solved.
Why would we? Well, the mistake was not moving more quickly and catching that dirty incubus as he was chipping through the floor.
My guess is it would have been very hard to.
Yeah, my guess is that was going
I mean, the monster was
now
ready to
Fetchny.
go.
It was already painted and everything.
I will be really candid. Here, look, I'll show you. I'll just do it briefly, because, by the way, Trashorama painted that in Alfeshni, and also.
Thanks, Trash.
Good job,
Thanks,
Trash.
Trash.
the-
We really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
The incubus
Yeah.
you could have stopped the incubus from doing that if you'd have broke concentration, but he made both of his saving throws, and then that incubus would have brought in some smaller fiend to help them
Yeah.
out. So it wasn't just a possibility of the Nalfeshni.
But wasn't
We got to kill an
wasn't it-
Alfeshni.
when the lizard and I first went out there and heard the banging noise? Wasn't that the incubus chipping through the floor?
Yes.
Okay.
Plant this trap.
So it's my fault because I waited to pray.
Yes.
But
things could have been some.
You know,
Thanks, Corn
I had to pray. I
That's
have to
right.
pray. That's what I do.
You have to pray. Okay, so I do want to wrap up some important things that I hadn't did. I'm adding tonight, plus I didn't give you experience for last night or last week. I want to do this real quick because I know we're running over time and we got to do this, but I'm dividing it by 6 because Fathom still is going to get a share, right?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody gets 2,166 experience points.
2,166.
Yes. And you learned about your
Nice.
boon, and I think you've made some definite stronger relationships with these temple. We'll find out what happens in 2 weeks for the next one. I have been the DM. My name is Frank. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Reaper Miniatures. Thank you, Trash, for some of the painting, and Anne and Shibi Dragon, who painted the interior of this temple, all these gaudy-looking, beautiful colors. Thank you to Sirenscape for our background and ambient music, Mrs. McSpass for our technical director tonight, and I will let everybody plug what they need to. And there's a lot of great things everyone's doing, or what they want to. Bobby.
That was great fun, Frank. Thank you very much. I want to thank you, of course, and all of the behind-the-scenes people and the painters like you just did. But I especially want to thank my heroic brother-in-law, Scott Wynn, who brought in the MiFi mobile hotspot and allowed me to participate. Otherwise, I was going to quit, because it was very frustrating trying to get connected. Yes. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, brother-in-law.
Yep.
Cool. Gene.
That's a Florida thing. Get that brother-in-law involved.
Well, I too would like to thank.
Did he say, "Hold my beer"? Let me get my Wi-Fi.
I too would like to thank everybody behind the scenes and thank everybody for playing and watching, and I had a great time. I would also especially like to thank Bobby's brother-in-law, because without him, I would have been toast for sure. I would have been paste on the floor. So thank you.
All right. Jason.
Thanks for all the in front of the camera and behind the camera people. Thanks to Scott. This was a blast. Thanks to my co-players as well. I always have a great time. I look forward to it all the time. Couple things. I want to prompt everybody to go to reapermini.com and get your swag lined up, because it's only going to be available for a little while. Ron thinks it's going to go away fairly fast after August 1st. So get that. And secondly, I'll let my co-host on the Crow's Nest announce our super special guest this Tuesday.
Michael.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Frank. Thanks behind the scenes. Thanks for our new producer. It's far higher quality of show as opposed to what we normally get. So that's super awesome. Great fun in the party. Now the elf and the gnome have their mushroom bros, so maybe they should start getting along a little bit better. They have a connection with their mushroomness. So I don't know, but yeah, I had a great time. And on the show, Crow's Nest on Tuesday, we have very special guest Jim Ludwig from Dark Sword Miniatures. So we're going to be doing a origin story with old Jim. Why is he in this hobby? What's going on with Dark Sword? What's new and exciting? And
can you send Scott out to the beach at Western Washington? Because that's where I'm going to be broadcasting from. So I might need Scott to show up with his MiFi thing.
Well, yeah, I don't want to forget about Scott. I mean, Scott needs he could have been there with Rhonda and set up Rhonda with his MiFi as well. So he could have his own MiFi company. But anyways, yeah, had a blast. Thank you so much. Looking forward in 2 weeks to. It's a shame Rhonda missed it, but I'm glad we survived, and I'm glad Bobby could make it, because I think we needed both boons in order to beat this demon.
We needed everything we had.
Yeah, definitely. So.
All right. Thank you. Jen.
Thank you, everyone. It was a great time, as usual. And if anyone was counting, yes, that was 2 separate cats visiting this evening.
I wasn't counting, but I thought there was more than one. Thank you. So we are going to raid. Mrs. McSpass, do you have a raid set up for us by any chance?
I have never clicked the raid channel button, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't do anything that it wasn't supposed to. Am I good to press it? It just doesn't automatically do anything.
No.
Cool.
So once you bring it up, we're going to raid Wapelius. So if you want to start that up.
Is
Awesome. Good job. Thank you.
Enjoy your trip to Fort Wapple.
Thanks for everybody for watching us play D&D.
Indeed.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
A whole lot.
Wait, how do I?
The whole. So after a quick countdown, let's get everybody in here and then click the Raid Now button.
There it is.
Goodbye, everyone.
Oop.
Okay, and now we are actually still streaming when it comes to recording mix, so you can just back us out in whatever way you feel best. And thank you, everyone here.